Good evening there, and welcome to another class. I hope you had a very nice day. Today, we're going to be looking at the second rule of our discussion. Rule number two: observe contrast in color combination. Now, the first question you will want to ask is, what is contrast? Contrast simply refers to the difference in light between font or anything in the foreground and its background. That's all. For instance, on this place now on the screen, the background here is white, and the foreground, that is the letters, the words are written in black. And so the color of the background is white, and the color of the foreground in this case is black. Now look at this. You will notice that there is a green background with different colors of foreground. Now observe contrast in color combination, and the thing is asking you to not color riot. Now you'll notice that the first two words, observe and contrast, stand out on this green background very well. You can read these two words even from 30 feet away from the screen. Now look at the blue color as combination written in blue, and the two words in color written in black. Those two are the worst. It's possible that from a distance further away you may not be able to read them out. Now what that means is that the contrast between the background, this green, and these colors here, the black and the blue, is very little. Now let's look at the color scheme. Look at this. This is called the color palette, the color spectrum, kind of, but it's a palette, I will call it. Now the palette here is showing you all the colors and their different shades of colors. Now, what this rule is saying is that down here, see where this thing is going down, the arrow, and down this arrow, the contrast between this first color here, this first block here, and the last one here is the greatest. Therefore, any combination of these with black as a background and white as a foreground is going to give you the greatest contrast and highest level of visibility, right? And that will make it very legible from a distance. All right. Another thing to observe is there are times when some people, for ease of aesthetics, you want to beautify your work, you try to use the same colors or different shades to create the background and the foreground. That is also acceptable. Now, if you look at the example here, look at this. There's a green background here and another green used as a foreground. They are both green colors, however, different shades of green. Therefore, a lighter shade of green on a darker shade of green gives you a sharp contrast. This applies to almost all the colors. A lighter shade of blue on a darker shade of blue will give you a contrast. A darker shade of red as a background with a lighter shade of red tending towards pink and shades of white will also give you a very sharp contrast. In all of this, all you have to do is to observe. Be critical with your sight, with your visibility. If at any point what you have created creates a problem for the audience to be able to see what you're trying to show them, then the contrast has a problem. The lettering should be able to stand out from the background in such a way that it's the ability of your audience to read what you have written will be great. All right, so this is it for this, and I hope you will go home, try to practice yours, do some little practice, and remember, practice the same makes perfect. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And see you next class. We'll look at rule number 3. Thank you.